Okay. If you're interested in a guy, how would you let him know that you're interested?
Just going.
Let's start over here on this side. So we.
I mean, straightforward. I think it's best not to beat around the bush.
Okay.
So how would you do that then? How would you not beat around the bush?
Let's say you see a guy.
Go ahead.
You see a guy at the club.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "That's hot." That's hot. He's hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot. Paris Hilton. How are you going to let him know that you're interested? Are you just going to look at him for 2 seconds and then never look at him again the rest of the night? Because I feel like that's how a lot of women convey their interest.
I guess it's situational. I would probably go off my instinct and how I felt in the moment. Probably go up to him, approach him, introduce myself. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like if I saw someone
scoot the microphone that way.
If I saw someone in a club, I feel like I would give him like some eyes, and then they would come over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I would make eye contact first and see if he's also reciprocating, and then I would just ask for his name.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just like see if they look interested, because I feel like guys are always doing that thing where they're like scanning, and then if they are, like walk up and just have a normal conversation and then read it from there.
You're going to walk up?
Yeah, I've done it before. She can confirm. You saw me do it.
Yeah. I like to be pretty bold with it. If I like you, you're gonna know.
Really?
Like at the state fair, how I met the guy I'm talking to right now. It wasn't through mutual friends. I saw him
at the state fair.
At the state fair, yes, sir. I saw him, and I walked up to him, and we just started talking, and that was it.
Wow.
More women should do that. More women should do
props.
that.
Hell yeah. Good for you. Good for you. So wait, let's role play. Pretend I'm what's his name? Cornelius. Okay,
Jake.
Pretend I'm Cornelius. Oh, Jake.
Yep.
You would go for a Jake. Okay. Would you go for a Chaz?
Chaz.
That's a gangster name. What? How dare you?
Chaz.
I want you to apologize to Chaz. Say sorry. Okay. I'm Jake. Is he a white guy? How tall is he?
6 foot.
Okay. And he pays for $200 sushi dates. Okay. So let's do a reenactment. What did you do?
His friends were walking.
Wait, hold on.
We're going to stand up for this.
Do you have a cowboy hat?
Yeah, do you have a cowboy hat? Because you kind of need that.
He seems more like a...
Fedora.
He seems more like a trilby type of guy.
He's a cowboy hat guy.
Yo, what's up? I'm Jake. Oh, he's a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
So you like them country boys?
I do like my country boys.
I don't have a cowboy
that's,
hat.
That's a little
That
better.
is more like
that's a little better.
That's more in the style.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Okay, go.
Well, we're sitting down.
I know, but just let's stay seated.
So his friends walking this way. I'm walking this way with my friends. I see him. I stop. And I just walked up to him and his friends, and we just hit it off. You know.
Well, okay, hold on. Well, okay. You walked up. Well, first off, I give you props for doing that. So.
Yes.
What did you say?
Hi. That's it. That's all it takes. I think he
She's not
actually
wrong.
said something.
Girls-
She's not wrong. That actually happens a lot.
Well, I was gonna say girls have dating on easy mode, but okay. So okay, you walked up, you just said hi, and then he carried the rest of the conversation. I'm assuming.
Not necessarily. I think, how it usually goes. Hi, what's your name? Where are you from? Snapchat, whatever.
Wait, question. So had you spotted him before, and then like you set it up in such a way that you would cross paths?
No,
or
I literally saw him.
You saw him
as
and
he was walking by, just beelined.
No shit.
When you when you get a feeling, you get a feeling. You just have to go for it.
Hey, I give you props for that.
How long's it been?
I give you props.
Little under a month. It's very new.
That's
But-
a yikes, though.
Well, I met him.
Long distance.
I met him in
Seems
August.
like a great dude, though.
But we've
It's
just started hanging out.
It's not long distance. Is not, especially.
I wouldn't say it's long distance because we're not.
He lives in Minnesota.
We're not in a relationship yet. We're just talking. And
It's
honestly,
still
I
kinda
think
long
this
distance.
is like.
Are you entertaining other options right now?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you are leading to what
A
will
long distance
inevitably
situationship at the moment, right?
it will inevitably be a long distance relationship if it does come to that. He's in Minnesota. You're in California.
For now.
He's gonna move here.
Not necessarily, but it's not gonna.
Are
The
you
long distance part of it would be pretty short, but
how you're gonna drop out of UCSB?
not saying that. Just for reasons I'm not gonna comment on. But
He's got a private jet. Hello.
I mean, he is flying out. Like, I've known
But
him.
for a
I've really known
weekend?
him for like 2 weeks.
Okay, but then he goes back to Minnesota for a couple
And then
months.
I go back to Minnesota, so it's really not that long that we're not seeing each other.
That
And
that is
honestly-
you. That's a long
honestly,
distance relationship,
I
but
think
okay.
I honestly see this as beneficial because, you know, when you're in that like honeymoon bubble like stage with someone, it's really easy to be infatuated with their looks and you know the physical aspect of it. I just have to rely on his personality. You know, he calls me every day. He hypes me up. He still gives me attention. He's around for the right reasons. You
Okay,
know?
but when you saw him, you did not walk up to him and introduce yourself and beeline for him because of his personality.
I didn't know him yet.
Right. So, but
Physical
you
attraction is important.
okay, but that was the basis for you walked up to him because I'm assuming you being so overt like that, you found him to be exceptionally attractive.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, so the physical attraction is already
What's-
established.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that like when you're in the honeymoon stage with the girl, like you don't get carried away with like, I don't know, you like them so much because they're right there, like y'all can like cuddle and whatever. When you just have to rely on personality, it really like puts the connection to the test.
Oh, so talking and not having sex. Cade, what do you think about that?
I'm actually kind of sort of talking to somebody on the other side of the country right now. So,
He is not going to back you up.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
well,
I just
she's a unicorn. She's the unicorn.
Is Jake your unicorn? Is he your unicorn?
I don't know, but he's pretty cute.
You beelined for him, so maybe.
I did beeline for him.
But I do think it is important to test that physical, the physical part of the relationship. It is important.
Yeah.
Like you might. How long did you hang out in person before you left?
Like 2 weeks.
Did you hook up?
have you guys had sex?
No comment.
That's a yes.
That's important.
yes.
So yeah,
That's a yes.
I mean, as long as you
I think it's
see that
important.
works out.
Yo,
for
can we
you.
get some W's in the chat for Jake? Fucking good job, dude.
Yeah, Jake is gonna be listening to this, and he's like, "Fuck yeah."
He's watching, like.
Yo, Jake the Chad. Okay, Jake's a legend.
That's funny.
Don't nobody go through her Instagram and find the Jake.
Oh, Jesus.
Aw.
Wait, so okay. Long distance relationships are L's, I think.
Yeah, I agree, but
You're
when
in a
it's-
long distance,
when
not
it's-
even.
Sometimes it's worth it, you know?
My first relationship
I think
started
it
long
sucks,
distance, and it
yeah.
ended up being 3.5 years.
Right.
Where is he now?
Better off in the trash.
Okay, well there you go. It's just
Ew.
like, so. But do you feel that you wasted time?
Oh shit, they actually found him.
No, I don't
Oh.
think.
Did they find him already?
Rip, R.I.P. in the chat. Wait, do you?
Internet detectives.
Did you tell him that you're going on this?
Yeah, he's probably watching.
Yo, W's in the chat.
Early for work.
W,
That
W's
was
in the chat.
fast too.
Oh my god.
Under 60 seconds.
Wow.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
You see why I don't give out personal information?
Cybersecurity.
The name we should have said. We should have said
Oh, they
John.
want
We
me
should
to
have said-
call
Yeah.
him,
We should have
right?
said
We should have said
Completely
Chaz.
fake names.
We should have said Chaz. Wait, so you guys committed to each other?
Oh my god.
I mean,
No, on
I'm
the
not talking
spot.
to anybody else. He's not talking to anybody
He,
else.
he told you that?
That's an expectation, yeah.
Well, did you overtly have that conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You guys are, I mean, that's a long distance relationship.
But we're not in a relationship yet.
You guys are
know?
committed to each other.
Yeah, but when
You
I'm
had a
talking
conversation.
to someone, would you say talking to someone is in a relationship? I don't talk to multiple
I mean, I
people
think,
at
beginning
once,
I think,
stage
you
of it.
know?
but I think if you've had a conversation about exclusivity, there is, I feel like people are just unwilling to put labels on things nowadays because they want to keep their options open.
That
But
will actually end a relationship if you want to put a label on it too fast,
Yeah, I agree.
which
and
is
I think,
really
like,
sad.
I think you have to feel the person out, get to know them first. So that's
Like, let's say you
reason
want,
why I
like,
would
hey,
feel
I
that
want to
way.
be exclusive with you. If you ask to be exclusive too quick,
Oh my God.
that will give the girl the ick.
oh God. Okay, so you just went up to Jake. You said hi. Wait, can I ask you guys a question? Semi-related to this. So, a lot of you said that you have initiated with guys. You've gone up to guys. You know, you made the first move, right? What was your success rate for when you initiated? We'll start over here and move this way.
Wait, like what's like success? Like
Yeah, so like let's say you go up to a guy, and I'm not saying it
Did
ends
you
up
get
in a
turned
marriage.
down? Did you get turned
Did
down?
you get
in the
turned
moment?
down? Like, what was your
Oh,
success
oh.
rate? Like, did you get the number? Did he get the like whatever? Did it lead? Basically, was it a? You didn't get turned down. Like, you didn't get rejected. We'll start over here. Go ahead.
I don't remember a time that somebody said no or anything like that, or been overtly like.
Till the mic.
I don't recall a time that I've overtly had an experience where it's been negative, or someone was like, "Oh, don't talk to me," or "Oh, I'm not interested."
It doesn't have to be rude. Just like the guy. It could be a polite rejection. Never.
Not that I can think of at the top of my head.
But you have made the initiative. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 100% success rate.
So far, yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't feel like I make the first move that often, but when I have, yeah, I've never been turned down.
Never been rejected. What?
My only rejection was a Spanish dude who had a girlfriend, and
That-
he didn't speak any English.
I don't think that
so
counts.
counts.
I'm talking like if the guy's single.
Okay,
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, sorry, I'm not into
Yeah,
it.
Because
then
of
it's not
course, if
right.
you're gonna get
It's true, it's true.
it's not a given if he has a partner that you might get rejected, but
Yeah.
you're gonna get rejected if he has a partner. What about you?
I've only done it like twice, but I'm 2 for 2, like in terms of success. So.
Okay. What about you?
I've been rejected before.
Wow,
That's
surprising.
shocking.
It
So-
was the 6th grade though, so
Okay.
Oh.
That doesn't count. I don't think
I
that
went
counts.
for it though. I seriously went for
I-
it. And he was like, "Nah."
I don't think that counts. But what about excluding that one? Have you ever been rejected?
No, I guess.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Cade, have you ever been rejected?
Oh, plenty of times. But the funny thing is, if a girl goes and does that to me, let's say at the club, because that happens to me like more than you'd think. Some of the girls come up, you exchange, hi, what's your name? I'm Cade, what's yours? Within 10 seconds, we'll just start making out with you. You cannot do that as a man. A man cannot just start randomly go up to a girl he likes and just starts kissing. Even if you didn't want to kiss her in the first place, it's just going to happen. And I feel awkward in that moment to push her off and be rude because I don't want to be looking like a dick. Regardless if I'm not interested in you, I don't really know how to handle that situation. I'm not going to be like, get the fuck off of me.
Right.
I just bite my tongue and then disappear as fast as I can if I'm not interested. But men can't do that.
What would you say because I think every single girl here said they have 100% success rate, basically. What would you say your, like on approach, your success rate is?
Probably 25%.
25%. Yeah, honestly, top tier guys, like I think a good percentage is like 10%, 20%. Like I think that's a good.
Yeah, 25%.
That's a good percentage. So, me personally, I think women have dating on recruit mode. You guys have dating on easy mode. So
I'm on realism mode out here.
there you go. But I will go around the table on this. Maybe you guys disagree with us. Do you think dating is harder for men or for women?
100% harder for men.
I guess men have it harder in some ways.
You guess. Okay.
I think it depends on what you're looking at. Like it's
Closer.
easier. It's easier for women to pull guys for sure, but I also like don't think you guys have ever had to take a picture of a man's ID and put your location on so you don't get axe murdered. So it's like,
That's
Right.
well, that's
Right.
not
That's
really
fair.
the question.
but it's
But-
like the
a
quality
part of
of the
dating.
men is like potentially lower. So like you guys are pulling, but you're not like, is she gonna murder me? Who knows?
Fair.
I mean, we have other concerns, but I think, most dating experiences, they might not always be pleasant, but I mean, that's, if we're talking about cherry picking here, most women do not get murdered in
but
a
one
dating
out of
context.
3 gets raped.
Yeah.
Well,
If we're talking
that's
statistics.
I think that statistic has been debunked. I don't really feel like debating it, but that statistic has been debunked. And the woman who did the study came out herself and said that it was wrong. One in 3 women
Okay,
have
well,
been
how about we
raped.
settle this right now?
At the
Out of
table.
like all of us, like the people in our lives, like most women I know have a story.
So there's
Most.
technically, with that being said, there should be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If
there
it's
should
1
be
in
2.
3.
There should be 2 of you with with a situation.
Who've raped.
See, what do you constitute as grape?
Like inside
We
penetration.
really
Yeah.
gonna.
Not a regret situation.
No,
No.
oh no, oh God, violent.
Something that was not consensual.
Okay.
All right.
See, that's what I mean. We're just worried about getting murdered. It's a very real concern.
Well, if you want to hear a statistic,
Yes, I reported it.
you reported.
They're asking if we reported it, so
Oh,
just
okay.
letting them know.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about. I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole on this. Okay, so I guess the question was, do you think dating is easier for men or women? You say,
It's easier for women to pull, but there's more concerns for women with the people that they do pull.
I will give you that women have more
Quantity over
safety.
quality.
Women have more safety concerns when it comes to dating, but that's not really the question. Because if the question was, is
What's
interacting with the
who has
opposite
dating
sex
easier?
it's who has dating easier.
Right.
I think
Women.
that there's like different sides to it, you know.
But also, like, what qualifies as dating? Like, just going on dates? Like, yeah, women can get more dates, but the quality of men that I want to be in a relationship with, I think that's less than.
It's also the same problem for men too.
Sounds
What
like
do
we have a
you-
lot of the same issues.
What do you think?
I think men have it harder.
What about you?
I definitely think I agree with both these two ladies. It is quality over quantity, and I think that there is a plethora of men to be able to go on dates with, but very few that are relationship quality from my personal perspective.
Eric, can you pull up the cartoon really quick?
Well, the sad thing is the guys that are good boyfriend quality are probably still stuck in your DMs and you don't give them a chance.
And that
But
kind
are
of
they worthy of chances?
They
Eric-
probably are, but you'll never know because you won't open their DM.
the comic book cartoon. Do you remember
It's
it?
not-
It's already in the window tab.
It's not
It
what
should
you
be.
say, it's how you say it. That's what I always say.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is kind of like what I think about. Like, I'm so lonely, but you have like all these dudes that would.
See, I don't know the specific details on the situation, but there was a woman who started a dating profile on one of these big apps and pretended that she was a man, used man pictures, went for men, just to see
I
how
saw
it was
that.
how it,
It was
was
so hard.
for the men. And she got ghosted, she got disrespected. She would
Yeah.
get extremely rude women just attacking her for no reason. And that's the reality as a man. Whether you're a low value man or a high value man, you will still get extremely disrespected. You will
Yeah.
still get ghosted. And it is extremely hard, even as somebody who considers himself a high value man, you don't even get your chance to show them whether you are high value or not. They'll just write you off.
I fully agree with this. The men that I've talked to in my life that are trying to date right now, especially on dating apps, are having such low success rates. And it's like, actually, like, I'm seeing them like emotionally deteriorate because of it. Because they're just like,
Yes.
I want a partner. I want somebody solid
Sorry.
in my life. And I can't find the right person. I'm swiping all day. Nobody is responding. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I'm updating my pictures. I'm working out. Like, and it is way harder for men, just how it's set up right now. I think it's really tough.
Well, I don't even use dating apps, and I just use Instagram because Instagram is the greatest dating app in
Kind
the
of
world.
like a dating app.
Instagram
yeah.
is the greatest dating app in the world, and if you have your profile set up very well, and I mean anybody in the chat can go take a look and see what they think about my account. But like I'd say
Nice plug.
I'd say I have a pretty good looking account, and I'll still get ghosted. I'll still get completely disrespected, regardless of the way I look, regardless of my success level. They don't care. It's kind of crazy, to be honest.
Eric, can you pull up the hypergamy charts in the infographics thing? Oh wow, that was quick. Were you already pulling it up, Eric?
You told me to get something from that book.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so I mean, this kind of explains what's happening in the dating marketplace right now. So on the left, you have whom men would happily partner with, and on the right, you have whom women would happily partner with. And this kind of goes back to that video that we were looking at, is women are chasing after the top percentage of men. And we see this playing out on the dating apps, for example. You mentioned the dating apps. So women want the best man that they can get. Those men have all the options. They're not going to commit to you. And the rest of the men, average men, the bottom 70% of men are severely struggling with dating. When it comes to dating apps, it's even more amplified because it's strictly it's almost strictly physical appearance. And women are going to gravitate towards the most attractive men. Women tend to date across, this is backed up by statistics, women date across and up socioeconomic hierarchies. We sort of talked about this with finances before. Women, generally speaking, want to date a guy who makes at least as much or more than them. And men will date down across and down. Sorry, I'm butchering my words here. But, sorry, I didn't mean, were you going on something?
No, just about how it is actually way more difficult for men.
The dating apps. Yeah, I mean, my advice to average men is get off the dating apps because
oh yeah, don't use a dating app. It's just going to make you more depressed.
Yes. And also get off the forums. There are just these forums for men right now where they talk about the inability to get women. And I think conversations like this are productive. I think talking to other women, getting their voices heard, and explaining these really core issues that men are having are really important. But I think that unfortunately, there's these forums where men are just taught to like kind of hate women right now, and that all women are out to get them and stuff. And so the internet can be a pretty dangerous place if you're really destitute and you're really like angry at the dating apps and women in the current state of things, because it can send you down this rabbit hole of just hating women in general when you're really frustrated with the way society is right now in dating.
I don't think that's actually Jake, by the way.
No, I know he's asleep right now.
That's really funny. That's so funny.
Jake from State Farm.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yo, hey, Leonardo, I see you, dude.
That's
but
the internet was a mistake.
But yeah, yo, hey, dating apps though for men, you are playing Russian roulette with your self-esteem. Every chamber, I always butcher this. Every chamber and every chamber. Thank you. I need you as my cheerleader here. Every chamber and cylinder is loaded. As an average guy on a dating app, it is brutal. You're playing Russian roulette with your self-esteem. Okay, let's get these super chats done.